we'll go pick her up unless they drop off soon. But we'll follow them there anyway. Fucking green here.
And south, crews pouring concrete in the road.
I'm gonna tape them up now.
Look, he is moving a building.
Place to have a party.
Right here, man. People from across the street won't come over. safe place. Shit. This ain't no safe place. I'm telling you, it is as bad as they say. They're talking. You know, there ain't a centrally located room and there ain't no damn basement or crawl space to get into it.
Oh yeah, it even looks bad.
Hey, I don't think it is. What?
I know, I gotta go to work.
It is
Gotta go to work?
heavy.
I gotta go to work too. They in that big old building, you know?
Yeah, I'll be safe. There's no windows anywhere around
It's
here.
just getting there and I don't feel
Yeah,
I'd
I'd
rather come let me take the car and park it there. I'll be out in the garage. Not the parking lot,
I was
that's the
waiting.
garage.
You know what happened? I was doing about 65 miles an hour coming up on the Chevron station, and guess whose front bumper pulled out on the route?
My boss said he's gonna do 3 days suspension if he has to come in. He'll park the car in the garage. He'll give me.
You're on TV. Hey, now you're a celebrity. Come on, try it out. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, I've been down here once. Yep.
Now which way am I going?
10 miles.
Well, this is nice.
But hit uptown first. Yeah, well, I went to fog and rain.
Yeah. How many tapes did you get?
It was a 40 to 70% on
807 to increase production soon for research. Steve Young, CBS News, Boston.
What the administration hopes that Soviet Foreign Minister Shevardnadze makes it proposals which will make that possible, and that Soviet negotiators and the several fora that are extant will engage in a realistic give and take toward that end. McFarland said it is unrealistic to think that a solid underpinning to aim is to get as far down that road as possible. Gary Schuster, CBS News, the White House.
And that's the world. To hear me say good evening and welcome to SportsWise. Well, basically, we will be doing that. From now until 8 o'clock, we will have SportsWise in maybe a somewhat different form, though. Because of the seriousness of the situation involving Hurricane Gloria, we will be accepting your phone calls about sports, about the weather, about anything you would like. Give us a call here if you want to talk about the situation. Constantly updating you on the situation right now. News directing what might be taking place in the next few hours. We'll have a report both from Robert Byrne and Kim Adams. We'll have the latest from the National Weather Service concerning Hurricane Gloria. You've been told about it many times already. You should have already taken some sort of action and precaution. But we'll continue to update you. And if you have any questions about it, you can give us a call. If you'd like to talk about it on the air, have a question concerning sports on the air tonight, we'll certainly still do that. We'll have an update for you coming up on the New York Mets contest. So if you want to relax a little bit,
No, you gotta walk in the light, Ma. I'll just get your head up. Walk into the light. Dining room.
I don't want to pay for it.
You got my voice covered too. I look awful. So we act like we're working.
Northward to the mouth of the Merrimack River in northern Massachusetts. Hurricane warnings are now in effect from Little River Inlet, North Carolina, to the Merrimack River. A hurricane watch is in effect north of Plymouth through Eastport, Maine. Gloria is moving on a course slightly east of due north at 20 to 25 miles per hour. The hurricane is expected to continue on this general course, perhaps becoming a little more toward the north-northeast, and its forward speed increasing to more than 30 miles per hour later today. This means that the center will pass over or near Cape Hatteras in the next 2 or 3 hours, be over or just off the New Jersey coast by midday, and over New England late today. The effect of Gloria throughout the warning area critically depends upon its precise track. It now seems unlikely that the hurricane will move directly inland over North Carolina. Two remaining possibilities are that the center will skirt along the mid-Atlantic coast, which would bring hurricane conditions along that coast, but the strongest winds would remain over the open waters to the right of the center. Also, the hurricane would weaken a little, and Long Island and New England would experience less severe conditions. Another strong possibility is that the hurricane will move on a more north-northeast course, skirting the Carolina coast, and then moving over the water, maintaining its strength and increasing its forward speed, increasing the threat to the Long Island and New England areas. Forecasting skills are not sufficient to predict which of these possibilities will occur. Therefore, the course of least regret is for residents of the warned area to prepare for the worst conditions. Tides of 8 to 12 feet above normal will occur along the coast, with tides up the bays reaching to 6 to 10 feet above normal, with some isolated higher value details on these tides and actions to be taken are included in local statements being issued by National Weather Service and local government officials. Evacuation from offshore islands should be complete along eastern North Carolina and be rushed to completion along the mid-Atlantic states. At midnight, the center of Gloria was located near latitude 34.5 north, longitude 75.8 north, or about 50 miles south of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Maximum winds remain near 130 miles per hour, and the central pressure is 941 millibars, 27.79 inches. Gale force winds extend out 200 miles north and 150 miles south of the center. Rain totals of 5 to 10 inches will occur over portions of the east coast from North Carolina northward to New England. Repeating the midnight position, 34.5 north, 75.8 west. The next advisory will be issued by the National Hurricane Center at 2 a.m.
All right, thanks, Guy. We'll keep you up to date on forecast.
see him. Look at the our house is.
Nah, they would have gotten a job by now.
Guy's there.
Nah, he's gone.
150 miles south of Atlantic City, packing winds of up to 130 miles per hour. Now the storm is moving this direction at about 30 miles per hour. High tide in the area is happening right about now, and we're fortunate that the brunt of the storm hasn't happened yet, or we'd really be looking at some high tides. However, the Back Bay area tides are not going to be at their highest point for another couple of hours, and that's when the storm is supposed to hit pretty hard. So by no means are we out of any danger. Things are only going to get worse. Michael Sherman will be in a little bit later on with the latest information available. Plug it out to prove who is the true champion of car deals.
And this corner, Admiral Nissan.
Yeah, and at Admiral, we're out to sell 150 Nissans this month.
And in this corner, Bradford Buick.
Well, at Bradford Buick, we're going to outsell every car dealer in the area this month, including you guys at Admiral. And the fight is on. Admiral Nissan's got lots of 85 leftovers at fantastic discounts. Bradford Buick's loaded with new 85 Buicks at colossal closeout price. Admiral's got 8.8% financing on select 85 and 86 Nissan models. Bradford Buick's got 7.7% financing on select 85 Buick. Admiral Nissan is out to beat all our previous sales records, so we are ready to deal. Bradford Buick is ready to deal and beat our sales records and yours. End of round one. Yet either way, you, the car buyer, will experience the thrill.
That's Butch.
Is that Butch?
Yeah.
You take that to the bar? What, did Walt come and get him too? Walt came and got his dog last night.
Did he?
Yeah. No, he still had it outside.
I was going to put him down in the basement.
That's what she said she was going to do. He's riding the dog up. Well, that's Suki. Blow his leg off or something. What do you think?
Shoot, I let them both right in. I opened the door.
Poor old Suki, he would get killed immediately. Swing on something else. High time, huh?
Yeah.
This poor houseboat. That guy's really gonna go, huh?
Look, he's already got it. Give it to him anyway. Hey, you got a supply of them. I don't drink it.
Well, no one's staying there all day.
Throughout the last 24 to 36 hours are well aware of how dangerous the situation can be, and it's advisable to keep tuned to your local radio station for the events. Right now, State Police Lieutenant Thomas Holbeck tells us that more than 45,000 people have voluntarily evacuated Atlantic County's Barrier Islands. Meanwhile, all 238 patients from the Atlantic City Medical Center were transferred to inland hospitals as extra staff members were brought in case of hurricane-related injuries. Atlantic City's 11 casinos had all closed by midnight last night, 4 hours earlier than usual. Police have posted on the 3 highways leading into Atlantic City. Just don't come into town. They want to discourage people from entering. Gerald Thornton says flooding on low-lying coastal areas is occurring by 5 this morning. Thornton says some of the roads leading to Cape May's 5 back.
The guns and placement to get you to park your car in their lot. Apparently, they really want to show your car a good time.
With discounts and freebies. 7:32 in the morning, John Russell sitting at the Tonic Alley. And as you look out the window...
Surprised they haven't taped up this glass.
Trying to keep everybody out of this place, like.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Spinning me out.
Well, you know when this place is getting worse.
Nah.
They're coming up the stairwell.
Terry, come on. Probably the other one.
He used to go to our school.
We don't get it actually. Yeah, wow. I can't believe people come to the boat. Yeah, I looked at him when I said that the other day. I just tell you.
They just stay the fuck out of the way of flying trees.
Yeah, that's in the wires too, Charlie. You don't worry about the wires. You say don't go.
Of Cape May and approaching. We have a whole bunch of information that we do want to pass along to you. There have been some 47,000 people from 6 counties evacuated here in New Jersey from the barrier islands and the seafront communities. We hope you are one of them. We hope that you were wise enough to get to the mainland. If you are still considering it, may I please tell you that it would be a good idea for you to evacuate any of the barrier islands. And we do have a list here that we want to read to you of some of the shelters that you can go to. If you're in Atlantic City, these are some of the shelters you can go to the Uptown Complex at 323 Madison Avenue. You can go to the Westside Complex, Illinois Avenue. You can go to the Richmond Avenue School. Atlantic City is providing transportation to the shelter should you need it. And here's the number to call if you need transportation in Atlantic City to a shelter. The number is 347-5300. Repeating, 347-5300. If you need transportation in Atlantic City, that is the number to call. They will get you to a shelter. In Absecon, the shelters, Holy Spirit High School, and also the MSC Atlee School, which is on Webb Road. In Cape May County, you can go to the Rio Fire Hall in Rio Grande. You can go to the Middle Fire Hall.
Hurricane Gloria was around 80 miles south of Atlantic City and is expected at our latitude somewhere around noon. The next statement will be issued by 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time or if conditions warrant.
All right, there's the latest from the National Weather Service. We will hear from them sometime again between 10 and WMGM. A message from Mr. Suba, Chicken Outfit Courthouse, where customer satisfaction always comes first.
Fresh cut flowers and planters look lovely anytime, especially when they're from Granny Street, florist in Central Square. Whether it's for a wedding or
Oh, that's that fucking asshole.
or a birthday.
Be a luxurious cruise on board Hollenberger's New Amsterdam. I'm Howard Green with WOD and WMGM, and invite you to join New Amsterdam even has an ocean spa. The best cabins, well, they're filling up rapidly, so get to Worldwide Travel today and make reservations. Worldwide Travel is located in Northfield at 901 Tilton Road, or you can call them at 646-6000. Reserve your ticket to fun and adventure on board Hollenberger's New Amsterdam. It's the escape.
As soon as the wind starts blowing, I'll be up here.
Yes! And only the Wizard of Car Deals would do it again. Pepe Chevrolet Pure offers an unbelievable selection of used cars at an incredible 4.4% APR financing qualified buyers. Those famous used car rebates of $500, $1,000, up to $1,500. Can you believe it? Still enough.
That's a good idea, but it's a little wet.
Oh, that could be
Can't do that on that stove. Done it?
around 8 o'clock. Dark.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open it.
Tell you, man, we ought to get press badges.
I knew that we should have let the girl.
Look at it all running up the edge of the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Take it back. This ain't nothing. I don't believe you're scared already. You fucking got a lot to worry about later, let me tell you.
With the latest
Be
visit.
sure to recheck your supply of medicines, tools, boards, batteries, non-perishable foods, water storage facilities, and other emergency equipment. Replenish your needs before supplies are exhausted. Ignore rumors and stay tuned to this frequency for the latest accurate information on the storm from the National Weather Service.
Good morning, it's 7:45. It's raining. Temperature is 72 in Atlantic City, and the winds are from the east-northeast, 45 to 50 miles an hour.
Near the airport, training winds are gusting to 43 miles an hour. Temperature 72.
And that's exactly where it is.
85 and 1986 Buicks, Chryslers, Plymouth, and Dodge demonstrators.
He's actually pushing the car up. High the Woodard. The Woodard's never that high.
Yeah, right here.
What's this talk about?
Okay, is that good enough?
Here, let me have it. I'll film it.
7.7% financing. South Shore Ford AMC Jeep Renault is offering 7.7% APR financing on all new Ford cars and trucks. Plus, South Shore Ford AMC Jeep Renault.
That inspirational rally voice.
That was wonderful. I must have mentioned
Hey, it was even his idea.
I think our house pushes got 2 old holly trees. Trees definitely down. Wow, that's only a little bit of wind that just did that.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Trees and shit falling their way.
Crack up some nice roofs.
That's a good picture. What? It looks neat.
WMGM's news director Michael Sherman here in just a few moments for the latest things that are happening here around South Jersey concerning Hurricane Gloria. And
Did you know that Beacon is one of South Jersey's largest truck, van, and 4x4 centers with everything from van furniture to off-road suspension? Are you going to eat? Yeah. Just give me a grilled cheese and Beacon. I'm sorry, but I just remembered I need Beacon seat covers, window movers, custom floor mats.
I'm turning around. I'm just filming it.
But Beacon on the brain, I can't help it. With Beacon, it's automatic. Visit the all-new Beacon Auto Sports Center on Tilton Road in Northfield.
What's that?
Beacon, bigger and better than ever.
Right there.
Lynn, why are you so late
Probably
this
a
morning?
bowl.
I was served breakfast instead.
Yeah, I didn't think they understood.
Yes, the true gentleman called Fresh Balloons at 347-0040. He had them send me a delicious breakfast in bed, served by a French maid and an English butler, and they were fresh roses.
Yes, for savings and more.
Summer's winding down, and boy, has it ever been one great season. Hi, Dave Stano for the new Atlantic Chrysler Plymouth. Chrysler's and Plymouth. Unbelievable but true. Take it from me, Gabe Stano. With values like this, what better way to cap off another great summer season? Rebates, low financing, only at the new Atlantic Chrysler Plymouth Jeep Renault, #1 Tilton Road, Egg Harbor Township. Come on, you've earned it.
We're gonna win you over.
104 MGM at 9:55, 5 minutes away from 10 o'clock. With us now, WMGM's news director Michael Sherman. What's going on, Michael? What's the latest?
Well, Mike, we have some hopefully good news. Just to give you an update of the situation, there have been more evacuations. High tide, as far as the ocean's concerned, has been gone for several hours. There have been some considerable problems, though, with the high tide that arises several hours after the ocean with the back bays. And there have been sections of Absecon, Pleasantville, Northfield, Linwood, Summers Point, all along the Bay areas, parts of Egg Harbor Township that have been evacuating people all morning long. West Atlantic City, the Black Horse Pike in West Atlantic City is completely covered by bay waters from Lakes Bay. The White Horse Pike is completely covered, and now the Atlantic City Expressway from exit 7 to Atlantic City is completely covered and inaccessible except for emergency vehicles into Atlantic City. We still advise people don't go out if it's not necessary. We're still waiting for the brunt of the storm to hit Cape May, and it's expected approximately between 10 and 10:30, the brunt of the storm. Now, there has been some good news. The storm has slightly lessened in its intensity. Right now, we're expecting winds of up to 65, maybe 70 miles an hour, not the 100-mile-an-hour winds we had anticipated earlier this morning and which had been predicted by the Weather Bureau. We're still waiting for the front of the storm to hit Atlantic City. Pinky Kravitz, as you know, has been reporting for our sister station. He's live at the top of the Tropicana Casino Hotel, and he was giving live reports and from the Tropicana, where he actually watched the boardwalk being lifted and settled down by the storm at the height of high tide today, and several electrical transformers bursting and small fires, but everything was brought under control. There is a severe beach erosion problem in Atlantic City. Half the town has been evacuated. The Atlantic City, as I've been reporting down here, 70,000 people or more, in excess of 70,000 people, have been evacuated from Atlantic County alone. And in Cape May County, which has a population of about 83,000, 45,000 people have been evacuated from the Barrier Islands, from Ocean City.
Answering phones, is this closed, is that closed? Just take it that everybody and their mama is hiding right now, okay? It's as simple as that. Definitely going to be very, very interesting. It's 10 o'clock at 104 MGM, WMGM, Atlantic City.
That's still a little bit high tide, man.
They best not be shooting you, huh? Shit.
We can make it to the bridge, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't look like it was ever underwater.
Look, man, see now I'm filming this.
Yeah, I wish we could have been on this.
Oh, where's the camera?
Oh yeah, see the windshield wipers have to stay on because otherwise it sits in front of the camera.
Yeah. That's listening to.
Testing, test 1, 2, FM 97,
What's the
WFPG,
story,
Atlantic City.
dudes?
WFPG, Atlantic City.
Oh, nobody's into the flood or what?
WIIN, Atlantic City. WFPG, WIIN, Atlantic City. WFPG, WIIN, Atlantic City.
Whoa, look at the water gushing.
Yeah, that's a ship, man.
Yeah, it is pretty big over there. That's the sky. That's the dude how deep he goes, yeah.
How deep's it get? What's up?
Yeah.
How deep's it get?
Huh?
How deep does the water get?
About a foot deep up there. Waves are coming across pretty fast, man. Screaming right across.
Yeah,
That's it.
The other side's nasty, man.
How about?
It's just coming, rushing right.
Think I can make it to the bridge?
I don't know if you make it or not. The water's going out now. It was a lot higher when I walked out there. It's going down.
We'll give it a shot.
Just
We're floating on another bottom, man.
Just go that first bit of road, you see it?
The tide's going down, yeah.
Yeah,
We only, even if we get stuck,
but we don't want to
even
run
if we
into
get
a wall.
stuck,
Take it slow, man. You don't want to
And look
stall.
at
That's
that
the whole
telephone
thing.
pole, man.
and even if we get stuck,
Getting stuck is not the problem. Stalling is
even
the
if
problem.
we get stuck, what is?
Stalling is the problem. Yeah, the water's on its way back out.
Get the fishing pole.
Oh, I seen that.
eat and it rocks.
I know, man. She's in bad shape.
Fun in there, right?
Uh-huh.
See, I think I'm gonna go VCR that small. Recorders. Plays that. Need there. Simple slide.
Yep, her. I was wondering.
This weekend and party with Protege. Only this weekend at Fred's Tavern, 314 96th Street in Stone Harbor. Fred's Tavern, the only place to be.
The songs that John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band took out on the road with them on their last tour are not necessarily the same as the ones that ended up on their album Tough All Over. Cafferty says that they've been listening to everything, and that's definitely an influence to the sound.
We always like the song, and we always like what the album said. It's just that
Both Admiral Nissa on the Black Horse Pike in Pleasantville and at Bradford Buick on the Black Horse Pike in West Atlantic City.
Not in her face, Walt.
Gotta make noise.
I came to suck your blood. I was able to be a dog.
Come on. Can you see? Take your trick-or-treat for UNICEF. Alright? Hold both hands on this. Now you come see Dad. Okay? Come on. Come on. You silly.
Ricky, look this way. Look this way.
Taking your picture.
Growl a little bit.
You growl.
Let me hear a growl. One growl. Come on.
Fly.
Growl.
How you fly.
But yeah, get Ricky's mask.
Okay, let me get the mask.